Hi, this is Jeffrey Paul Ross for NextLevelGuitar.com. We're working on our Inspired by series, and today we're going to do first generation post-war Chicago electric blues.
That's a long title.
Yeah, that's I don't know what else to say. So you're going to hear elements of guys like Robert Jr. Lockwood, Luther Tucker, the Myers Brothers, early Buddy Guy stuff. And so we're going to get started here. So once again, if you would like a free video lesson that is not on YouTube with a coinciding ebook, just click on that link below and we will send you this free video lesson with the coinciding ebook, all for free from NextLevelGuitar.com. We'll start with the foundation of the song, which is this bass riff. Now we're in the key of F. For any of you hippies with harmonicas. And our first note, you can either play it a straight F or you can hammer it on. See, open E, a quick hammer on. And we've got, and you hear like a little rhythmic accent between the first note and then when I actually start the riff. So okay, so let's break that down. So we got the F note. Now, whatever fingers you want to use, that's okay. You know, I don't have a rule. You can use your third finger and start here on the fourth fret. We're on the low E string now, and you see that's one pick, and I'm hitting that A flat note and then sliding up. So don't forget the little accent there. So after that, we're going to come down to the A string on the third fret with our first finger. And actually, you just put your finger down there because you're going to do a pull off. And you're gonna come up here with your third finger on the fifth fret. Once again, one pick. So, or now I'm really exaggerating that to drive the point home, that to make this sound cool and have some sort of a rhythm, you need to put that accent in there somehow. So after, you're going to come back here, open E, and then do that hammer on. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to drop it down towards the floor to the A string. And do the same exact thing. But now everything is down this way, one string. And the reason why I'm emphasizing that, because usually when you talk about down, you talk about, the tune of the guitar. So just so you understand, I mean, you drop everything down to the A string. Okay, and then back to the E. Now what I did at the beginning of this lesson, I just cycled through the 1-4-5 progression, and I did the same pattern on what they call the 5-chord change, which would be C. So, or then down to to the B flat, to the F. But in a blues progression, sometimes you don't want to just be married to playing the same pattern and cycle it through the whole 1-4-5 thing. And especially on the 5 chord, you can get a little creative. You can do something like but for the lesson's sake, that's what I've done. I've just played that riff, and I think you should learn the riff through the 1-4-5 cycle, and then you can take it from there. But I would suggest getting the riff under your belt first. Okay, now for the top end, we've got this little F7th triad up here on the 5th fret. And then I'm doing these little it's kind of like an F6 to an F9, and that's just on the top 3 strings here. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will put you into the 4 chord, the B flat. And we're going to do a standard Robert Johnson, Robert Jr. Lockwood riff. Let's try it like this. So we're going to start on the C note on the 5th fret on the G string. Up a half step with your 2nd finger. Up another half step with your 2nd finger. And then you're going to put your 1st finger down here on the B string. So you should have that little double stop. And that's part of that, the B flat, which is your 4 chord. And that's what we're going to do. You're going to, when you go up chromatically, you just automatically drop into that little double stop, even though you're not going to play this note right away. You're going to form that little double stop, and then put your little finger up here on the 9th fret on the B string. And drop it down. So we'll get to that. So we're on the 4 chord. Now you can bring that back down to the F and do. And you can do it there, and when it goes up to the C, you can come up here to the 8th fret, or the 8th and 9th fret. And once again, you can cycle that pattern all the way through, and it will be compatible with the Also, at the intro to the lesson, I was using this C7 chord, but I'm putting that G in the bass, and the A string is muted. And you can drop into that from the fret above it. Now we'll try this riff. And this is kind of like a Buddy Guy type riff. And start like a B.B. King type of. First fret on the B string. So you want to land on that F. Now with your third finger from this F, you're gonna slide up to the 6th fret, down a whole step, very slow. Down a whole step. And we're going to do this kind of B.B. King kind of pull off. So you're up here on the F note on the B string now on the 6th fret with our third finger. Pull off. Now I'm going to get 3 notes out of one pluck with my right hand. So watch my right hand. See that? And we'll finish it like that. So. And see, I'm down a whole step, and then you're going to slide down to the 1st fret, and this is on the B string. Yeah. And we're going to get this little dissonant. Now what I'm doing, I've still got that C note there. And I'm going up to the G string with my 3rd finger on the 4th fret. Now, when I just let it ring like that, it sounds dissonant. But in a riff, where it's going by pretty quick, your ear doesn't really catch that. So, and I'm doing this little ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So I'm just back and forth. G, B, G. Then I move my 3rd finger down a half step on the G string. And then lastly, I'm hammering on that A note. See, which is in that F chord. So, and then however you want to turn it around. I mean, there's a million ways you can do it. Now that's another thing that'll fit over. Previous lesson I discussed this. It's a little double stop that all the blues guys used. And it's on the B and the E string. And we're up here on the 8th fret. And then the 9th fret on the B string. Now when you hit it, you just kind of bend it up a little bit, not too much. You don't want it to sound stupid. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But see, I'm just giving it a little. And you heard, just everybody uses that at some point. Probably originally the old Delta guys were trying to mimic a train whistle or something. Who knows? But all. Now, see, I'm kind of interchanging and changing things around, but it's blues, and it will fit. Now I've got a little loop station pedal here where I have recorded the bass riff, and we're going to let that go, and then I'm going to play some of this stuff over it. And I won't follow exactly the order that I showed you in the lesson. I just want to show you that this is all interchangeable. And once you learn the basic patterns, just don't be a slave to it. You know, mix and match and come up with your own ideas. Just gives you an idea of what all that can sound like. So once again, this has been Jeffrey Paul Ross for nextlevelguitar.com, where we have 1,120 various types of guitar lessons for beginners, intermediate, and on up through advanced. So we'll see you next time.